Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health and fitness and your mindset from where you are to where it is that you would like to be. And today we're going to talk about this concept of, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Have you ever said that to yourself? I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start next week, I'll start in the new year as we're getting closer to the year. I'm just too busy at the moment. I will start when I'm ready. Well, for those of you that say any of those things, have you even started? And you say, oh yeah, I have. Are you still doing it? Yeah, well, I'm doing a little bit of it. I do it sometimes. Well, if you're really honest with yourself, if you have that mindset, I'll do it tomorrow, then the chances are that you haven't been as successful as you would like or expect in whatever area that you said that about. A lot of people put off their health and fitness till tomorrow, in inverted commas, but they never actually get there. One of my clients at a coaching session today, at a training session, she said to me, I said, oh, I don't normally see you today. She said, oh yeah, my husband said, because we're going to go out and drink tonight, I need to come today because then it will be okay. And I'm just looking at her and I said, what? I said, that is a crappy attitude to have. I said, you will probably, in the calories that you are burning right here, you will probably burn off 2 drinks that you have. She said, oh, what? I said, yeah. I said, you can never out-train a poor diet or poor nutrition. And if you're only coming to training so that you can go and party and do those sorts of stuff, then you're deluding yourself of what that body that you want and that health and fitness it is that you want. You've got to be consistent. So if you are one of those people, when it comes to anything, but let's maybe narrow it down to your health and fitness, say, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start in the new year, then let me challenge you. You start now. You start today. You start within 10 minutes of finishing listening to me speak here today. You listen, you act, and you get the results. So that might be, you might say, well, I'm in the middle of doing something now. We'll schedule it. In the next 10 minutes, schedule it in your calendar. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to go for a walk tonight. I'm going to go for a walk first thing in the morning. I'm going to do my strength workout tomorrow. I'm going to do my strength workout today. I'm going to put in my schedule all the workouts that I'm going to do over this next, this next week, this next month, the rest of this year. All mine are locked out. They're just permanently in there. I use Google Calendar. I put them in. I set them permanently for the days that I'm training. And guess what? They get done. If they're not scheduled, they won't get done. So you need to do that. Don't say I'm going to start tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. Start today. Now, one of the things that I find with some people is that there's a whole list of reasons why they're not going to start, but how many years have you been telling yourself the same story over and over and over again? I can tell you myself, for my own personal transformation journey this year, that I made up the same story or varied it slightly for 32 years as to why what I wanted was not possible for me and why justifying where I was reasonable. I work in the health and fitness industry. I want to look good. I need to be a product of the product. And I felt that I was doing that. But I came up with a definition of what the acceptable standard was for me at that point. And that was, I can still serve my client really well without having the body that I do right now. And is that true? Well, yes, it is true. But it wasn't what I really wanted. I wanted to have both. I wanted to have a great body. And I also wanted to have the great health and also be the great coach. So at the start of this year, I attached the fact that a better body means a better health as well for me, better self-esteem and a better coach, being able to help more people, and also by putting images of myself on the internet with my shirt off, showing my transformation to help inspire more people as well. And now whether that is attached to, I don't like saying these things because it kind of implies pity, but if somebody is watching this and they are a single dad and they are seeing my story and they're a single dad and they feel like there's no hope for them because they're aged 40 or 45 or whatever, then I'm 52 and I'm a single dad and look what I've been able to do. The age thing is obviously important. I'm 52 and in the best shape of my life. Therefore, you can do it too. Next year, I'll be in better shape than this year because I've just decided to do that. Those things can help inspire others, and that pleases me. So if I can get more clients and coach more people by displaying my body and my story, then fantastic. That's worth it. And that's, again, what I attach to this year, to say, well, stop talking about this stuff and do it. Just do it. You've been talking about it, hoping you could do it for 32 years, but just made up a story as to why you couldn't do it. So there was a point where I said, you start now. You just start now. Now, it took me 32 years to get to that point where I said, it's time to do it now. Now, it's not like I haven't been trying from time to time to do it over that 32 years. I've gone through waves, but then I've said to myself, man, this is too hard to maintain this because of the story that I made up for myself. But the reality was I wasn't doing it smarter. I didn't have the knowledge at that time when I've done it, say, 10 years ago. It's probably the last time. And the way that I did then was kind of guessing with my food and really thrashing myself with cardio. And I realize now that you don't have to do that. In fact, I was only walking 1 day a week to achieve, walking fast 1 day a week to achieve what it is that I achieve for myself. People are surprised that for me to get my six-pack, that I didn't actually train my abs for the whole year. And you say, what? That's right. Not specifically training my abs, because my abs are working hard when I'm doing these other exercises. If I'm doing a single leg press, when I'm doing bench press, when I'm doing pull-ups, when I'm working my back, when I'm working my arms, I'm engaging those muscles. I'm building those muscles. People look at my legs in my photo and say, wow, look at those legs. And then when I tell them I work them out 1 day a week, they're like, what? They're like, it looks like you train them every day kind of thing. No, I worked them out 1 day a week. Just like each body part, I did it 1 day a week. So it's about doing it smarter, not harder. And that's the same with your food as well. Once you get an understanding of that, you can put it into action. Unfortunately, most people's journey starts, I'll start tomorrow, because they have this perception of how hard it will be, a perception of the workload. And every single person that I work with, after the first session when we go through their meal plan, they're like, oh wow, that was nowhere near as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to starve me. I thought it was going to be horrible food. I'd be eating kale sandwiches or something like that. And they don't understand how you can make this happen with lots and lots of delicious food. And most people normally struggle to eat the volume of food that I give them. It's just a different type of food because they're used to eating processed food, which is high calorie, or not eating meals at all and then binging at dinner time or something like that, or making up the difference with alcohol and that kind of thing. So you don't know what you don't know. And you can make it a very simple process. And why you can start today is because we implement some small changes today. Just some small changes. You don't have to change everything. You might be having 6 coffees a day and drinking energy drinks and not having breakfast and having takeaway for lunch and dinner and not having any snacks or anything like that. It's like, okay, easy, we can work with that. Let's just change one thing that we can do today. Maybe let's cut back on some of the coffee. Let's cut back the energy drink. No, notice what I said there, cut back. Not cut out, let's just cut it back to start with so that we can get you in a better rhythm, a better routine, eating more healthy meals. I have clients lately actually that have been under eating. So they're eating 3 meals a day, but they're not highly nutritious meals. And I said, okay, let's try this. First step, let's see if we can get at least one of those meals as a highly nutritious meal and give them some examples of those. And then let's move to 2 and let's move to 3. And if you want to go to 3 straight away, then fantastic. But let's just focus on the things that you can manage so that you're in control of it, because then you can implement slowly. You can grasp the principles and handle it in a way that's manageable for you. And what does that all mean? It means it's more sustainable. And if we can sustain this, then you're going to do it forever. And that's how I work with people. I don't do diets for people. We create a plan that is a lifestyle plan, so it's sustainable, and you don't have to do anything else ever. You just stick with these principles, you just mix up the ingredients. And that's what's really powerful. And the ingredients they could be the food ingredients in terms of changing the meals around and stuff. It could be your workouts and your cardio, like your strength and your cardio. We just mix them around. They're not always the same workouts. They're based on your goals, and we just mix them up to keep it really interesting. I don't do the same exercises all year round. I go through cycles where I'm doing like really focused heavy lifting. Right now, I'm not in that phase. I still am pushing myself every workout, but for instance, today I did a workout where I'm not pushing myself as hard because I'd hurt my shoulder last week by pushing quite hard I did a shoulder workout, and I followed it up the next day with a chest workout, and I just tweaked my left shoulder, which was the shoulder that I had my last surgery on about 12 months ago. So this week I've said, well, I've got to rehabilitate it, so I'm not going to push it as hard. Still went into the gym, lifted way lighter weights, still got that great workout for my mental health, still working the muscles, helping rehabilitate the muscles, but didn't do that same workout. Still loved the experience, had a great time, and achieved what I wanted to achieve for the day. And now the shoulder is feeling a little bit better. So for my next workout, which is one I'm doing tomorrow actually, then that will be arms, and I probably won't be able to go as hard again because of the shoulders. So I just need to measure my effort and listen to my body. So it's about doing it smarter. It's not about doing it harder. It's about implementing small changes consistently, and you start today. And that can start, as I said, by scheduling. And then it can have, the next change might be to do with your food. It might be to do with your water. A lot of people don't drink enough fresh water. So I say at least 1.5+ litres a day. I've tried to get 3 to 4.5 litres of water in a day. I manage consistently 3.5 litres, and I know that sounds like a lot, but this is to keep you hydrated. Water helps flush out the toxins as well. It's a fat mobilizer, so that to me encourages me to drink more water. A simple change. You're doing 1 litre, take it up to 1.25 today and see if you can stick with that for a couple of days, and then see if you can take it up to 1.5 and stick with that, and you just gradually increase it further and further. You're creating new habits. You're creating a different lifestyle. You're making it sustainable for yourself. That's what you need to do. That's one of the big keys to success. So, in summary, start now. Start today, not tomorrow. And if this is something where you're procrastinating about, whether it's your health and fitness, whether it's something in your business, whether it's something in your life, whether it's a discussion or something that you need to have, there could be some potential conflict or just a really tough topic to discuss, then do it now. Just get it over and done with. It's a bit like just ripping off the Band-Aid. Just do it. Do it now. Don't put it off. Start now. If you want to know how that you can get started and start making those small changes now. You're like, yeah, well, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know where to start. Get in touch with me. Go to thementaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for a free consultation with me, and let's just get the conversation started. Let's get you moving, and let's do it now. See you tomorrow.